Hello guys, my name is Srikanth and welcome back to our channel Chemistry with Coffee. Today we are going to learn about IUPAC nomenclature of organic compounds part 3. In last 2 weeks, that is in part 1, we have discussed naming alkanes, alkenes and alkynes, and in last week, that is in part 2, we have discussed IUPAC naming of molecules containing functional groups like carboxylic acid, aldehydes, ketones, alcohols, amine, etc. And today, that is in part 3, we are going to discuss naming lactones, lactams, bicyclic compounds, spiro compounds, and also naming by trivial system or common system. By the end of this video, you will be able to name any cyclic organic molecule as per IUPAC rules, like the compounds we have below. Okay, let's continue naming lactams or cyclic amides first. So the general name for this one is 2-aza-cycloalkanone. If you look at this molecule, we are numbering 1 to the carbonyl and 2 to the heteroatom nitrogen. So this molecule is like a cyclohexanone if there is a CH2 in place of NH. So we are naming like this. At second position we have nitrogen, that is aza. So 2-aza-cyclohexanone. And if you look at this molecule, so this molecule name is pyrrolidine 2-one. So we are numbering 1 to the heteroatom and 2 to the carbonyl, and this naming system is called preferred IUPAC name. It is a IUPAC name only, but it is like preferred name. So pyrrolidine molecule has a structure similar to this one, except that in the place of CO it has a CH2. So basically it is a pyrrolidine molecule along with a carbonyl group at second position or keto at second position. So we name like this pyrrolidine 2-one. One is a suffix for ketone. And this molecule, so piperidine 2-one, so it is basically a piperidine molecule containing a ketone group at second position. So piperidine 2-one, that is a piperidine molecule structure is similar to this one, except that in the place of CO it has CH2. And this molecule name is azepane 2-one. So azepane structure is similar to this one. In place of CO it has CH2. So basically azepane 2-one means azepane molecule containing keto group at second position. So keto group suffix is -one, so azepane 2-one. So in all these first, that is the third, fourth and fifth molecule, we are naming, that is assigning 1 to the heteroatom nitrogen. So 1 and second to the keto group, and third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. So we have 4-ethyl and 7-methyl azepane 2-one. So this molecule is similar to this one, but it has 2 substituents. So let's continue naming lactones or cyclic esters. So the general name for this one is 2-oxacycloalkanone. If you look at this molecule, so this molecule is basically a cyclohexanone containing oxygen at second position. So we name like this 2-oxacyclohexanone. And in this molecule, so in the first, third and fourth and fifth molecule, we are naming as a preferred IUPAC name or PIN. So this molecule is basically oxolane molecule containing ketone at second position. So oxolane 2-one. So if you notice in 1, 3, 4, 5 at the top and bottom, we removed E from the N because this secondary suffix starts with a vowel. That's why we removed E from the N. And in this molecule name is oxane 2-one, that is oxane molecule containing ketone group at second position. If in place of CO, if there is a CH2, this molecule name is called oxane, but oxane molecule contains CO in place of CH2, so called oxane 2-one. And in here, this is similar to this one, but this molecule has substituents ethyl and methyl. So as usual, we'll start numbering 1 to the heteroatom oxygen and 2 to the carbonyl, 3, 4, 5, 6 in this direction. So write the ethyl comes first in alphabetical order, so 6-ethyl, and then comes methyl, so 4-methyl oxane 2-one. and a fairly simple molecule. So this molecule name is oxocane containing ketone at second position. So first and second, right? So oxocane 2-one. Okay, so let's start with the bicycloalkanes. We have the rules here. First one is write prefix bicyclo before alkane and write the number of bridge carbons in brackets between the two names, that is a bicyclo and alkane. So before that, let's look at this molecule. So this molecule is basically a cyclohexane, and these two carbons are joined with one carbon bridge. So this one, top and bottom, these are called bridgehead carbons. So at the top we have one, at the bottom we have one. Also we have three carbon bridges, that is we have one on the left side, two carbon bridge, on the right side we have another two carbon bridge, and in the middle we have one carbon bridge. So these three are bridges, and these two are bridge carbons. So if you look at this molecule, so the prefix is bicyclo, we write before alkane, that is a heptane, because this molecule contains 7 carbon atoms, so heptane. So bicyclo heptane, and in between we write the bridge carbon numbers. As per the second rule, write the numbers in descending order or decreasing order within the brackets. So we have two carbon bridge on the left side and the two carbon bridge on the right side and one carbon bridge in the middle. So 2, 2, 1, because it should be like a descending order, right? So 2, 2, 1. So the name becomes bicyclo 2, 2, 1 heptane. And if you look at this molecule, so we write bicyclo and undecane. We have this is a 6-member ring, and we have 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. So undecane. So bicyclo undecane. On the left side we have a 3 carbon bridge, and in the middle we have 1 carbon bridge. On the right side we have 3, 4, 5 carbon bridge. So we have 5 carbon bridge, 3 and 1. So we have to write the bridge carbons in descending order or decreasing order. So we write 5, 3, 1 in middle in brackets. So the complete name becomes bicyclo 5, 3, 1 undecane. And in this molecule we have two bridgehead carbons at the top and bottom, and on the left side we have 3 carbon bridge, middle we have 1 carbon bridge, on the right side we have 2 carbon bridge. So if the substituents are present on the bicycloalkanes, we assign first number to the bridgehead and continue to the first longest bridge, and next medium sized bridge, and lastly we give number to the smallest bridge. If you look at here, either we can assign one number to the top bridgehead carbon or bottom bridgehead carbon. So let's start with the bottom bridgehead carbon, number 1, and we continue to the longest bridge. So longest bridge means this is the 3 carbon bridge, this is the 2, this is the 1. So this is the longest bridge. So we continue in this direction, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we continue to the medium sized bridge. So 6 and 7, and lastly we end up with smallest bridge, that is in the middle, 8th. So methyl group has 6 position, right? So 6 methyl bicyclo, we have 3, 2 and 1 bridge carbon, so 3 to 1 octane. This molecule contains total 8 carbon atoms. You can even number from the top bridgehead carbon. So in that way, let's see, we assign 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you assign from the top one, we get 7 to the methyl, as the substance should get less number, that's why we continue with the bottom bridgehead carbon assigning 1. And in this molecule we have 2 bridgehead carbons here and here, and we have on the left side 3 carbon bridge, on the right side we have 3 carbon bridge, and in the middle we have 1 carbon bridge, and we have one substrate, that is a methyl substrate here on the right side. So we assign one number to the bridgehead carbon, either you can do here or here. So assign 1 here or assign 1 here. If you assign 1 to this one, you continue to the longest bridge. So this is a 3 carbon bridge, and the left side also we have 3 carbon bridge, but this one has a substrate, so this gets priority. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then to the next one 6, 7, 8, and the last smallest one 9. The name becomes 3-methyl bicyclo 3, 3, 1, nonene, because this molecule contains total 9 carbon atoms. and this molecule is similar to this one except the substrate. So here if you go back to this molecule, you can number from here or here. If you number from here, this methyl gets third position. Even if you start numbering from this bottom bridgehead, this gets third position. So you can number from top bridgehead or bottom bridgehead, both are same. But in this molecule, if you start numbering, that is assigning one number to the top bridgehead, this methyl gets second position. But if you assign one to the bottom bridgehead, this methyl gets, let's see, 1, 2, 3 and 4. That's why we assign one number to the top bridgehead. So 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it becomes 2-methyl bicyclo 331nonane. Okay, so next topic is spiro compounds. So spiro compounds means two cyclic compounds are fused together at a common carbon. So spiro compounds are the compounds in which two cyclic compounds fuse onto a same common carbon atom. That is like here, like in this molecule we have 4-membered ring and 5-membered ring, both fused onto a same, that is a common carbon atom. This carbon is called spiro carbon atom. So let's look at the naming. So we use the prefix spiro before the alkane and we write the number of carbon atoms of two bridges in between. So write the number of carbons of two rings, that is a two bridges, in ascending order within brackets. So we have spiro, and on the right side we write octane. So spirooctane, because this molecule contains total 8 carbon atoms, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So octane, and we have one bridge on the left side and another bridge on the right side. We have 3 carbon bridge on the left and 4 carbon bridge on the right side. So we write spiro. So write the number of carbons of two rings in ascending or increasing order. So spiro 3,4 octane. If you go back to the bicycloalkanes, so here we are numbering we are writing the bridgehead carbons in decreasing order or descending order, but in spiro compounds we are writing in ascending or increasing order. That is the main difference between bicyclo compounds and cyclo compounds. And here also same, these two are similar, you can write them easily. So spiroheptane, this compound contains total 7 carbon atoms, 5 here, 2 here, heptane, spiroheptane, and this has a 2 carbon bridge and 4 carbon bridge, so write them in increasing order, spiro 2,4-heptane, and here spiro 4,5-decane, total 10 carbon atoms, right? So spiro 4,5-decane. Total, this molecule contains 10 carbon atoms and 4 one bridge and 5 another bridge. So write them in increasing order. And this molecule is similar, but this molecule contains substrates. So if the molecule, that is if the spiro compound contains substrates, so smaller rings carbon adjacent to quaternary spiro carbon gets first number. That is, in this molecule we have a 6-membered ring and a 5-membered ring on the right side. So this is the smallest ring, right? So here we assign first number to this carbon of smallest ring which is adjacent to the spiro compound. So you can assign 1 to this carbon or this carbon. As this carbon contains methyl, so we are continuing, that is assigning 1 to this carbon. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 6 and 7. You can continue in this direction. If you continue in this direction, this ethyl gets bigger number. That's why we are actually moving from top to bottom or in anti-clockwise from here. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's write the complete name: 7-ethyl, 1-methyl, 3-propane, 2-aryl, spiro, 4,5-decane. Total we have 6 carbons, 7, 8, 9, 10. So decane, and 4, 5, because on the right side we have 4 bridge and on the left side we have 5 carbon bridge. So increasing order 4, 5, decane. So this substrate you can name as isopropyl or propane 2-aryl, because so CH3, CH2, CH3 is called propane, but this carbon is attached to this compound, its second position 1 and 2. So propane 2-aryl is a substance name. So last topic is trivial naming or common naming. So common name or trivial naming is based on their origin or source or specific property. So common or trivial naming is used before IUPAC naming. But now IUPAC is a standard naming for a different wide range of compounds, organic compounds. So it is impossible to name according to common or trivial system to all the organic compounds, especially the synthetic organic compounds. That's why. So common naming or trivial naming is very limited. So these are the molecules we named according to common naming or trivial naming system. So citric acid is named because this is found in citrus fruits. And formic acid is found in ants, that is a formica means ant in Latin. Chloroform is produced while chlorinating the drinking water or chlorinating the swimming pools. So that's why chloroform. And we have acetone, acetic acid, methane, benzene. So benzene name came from gum benzoin. It is a aromatic resin used in perfumes. So we have citric acid, formic acid, acetone, and this one is a IUPAC name, acetic acid and benzoic acid. Okay, so far we have completed naming lactams, lactones, bicycloalkanes, spiro compounds, and naming according to common or trivial system. So let's take a minute to review. So I have total 10 problems for you to practice, 5 in this slide and 5 more in the next slide. So please pause the video and note down the problems. I will post the answers within 7 days. Thank you very much for listening. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to post them in the comment section below. See you all next week. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel Chemistry with Coffee.